Welcome back, everybody, to CCL Week 6 and the CCL pre-show. I'm Surplus, and we've got a brand new home around us. Shout out to HB Cat and Wumper Nugget for hooking us up with the awesome new layout here. As always, I'm joined with by K-Bot, Vaughn, Borg, and Threezy. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
All right, we're hanging in there. Nice to be back from spring break, kind of, though. Little more going on, little less going on. I don't know. Vaughn, shaking your head. What? You don't like being back from spring break?
Do not. I enjoyed sleeping in, and I had the Sunday scaries where I just, where you just like stay up super late because you're like, damn, I finally have to go back to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
That was me. So I irresponsibly stayed up to a time I won't disclose, and then my alarm went off at 7 a.m. So
was the time you won't disclose 7 a.m.?
No, but like it was more like a timer than an alarm clock.
Oh boy! Your timer is set. Your alarm is set for 2 hours from now. That's what it means.
Yeah, pretty much. So the first day back was tough. So teacher mode, we don't like it any more than the students do. So.
I get that. Borg, Threezy, y'all are in amazing outfits today, as always. How was your spring break? And Threezy, you're on spring break right now, right?
Nope. I have a final tomorrow and then a final on Wednesday. So.
Wow! Okay, not even close to spring break.
Oh, well, I'm close, but so far, you know what I mean?
So far. Borg, how about you?
Well, I didn't get a spring break because I'm a working adult, so and I do not work in the school system. So yeah, I wasn't very busy though, so it's pretty chill. I went to visit a friend who was on spring break, and that was pretty cool. I haven't seen him in 4 years after COVID stuff went down and I stopped going to college. So yeah, it was pretty cool, pretty chill.
Sick, awesome.
I'm wearing a raincoat today because it was raining outside. It was actually kind of snowing at one point too. I don't know.
Wow. In March? That's crazy.
Yeah. Midwest lore.
Midwest lore, yeah.
Yeah. I would never know. I would never know. I've got no clue.
We'll get a snow in April.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Snow in April. Can't wait. Right.
I remember one year, a couple years back, we had it started snowing in June, Iowa, at one point. So you never know.
You never know. I went and I hiked Palo Duro Canyon, the second biggest canyon in the United States. That was a lot of fun. Did 8 miles of hiking. It was very nice to go outside and touch rock. So I had a great time spring break.
If we're talking about things we actually did over spring break, I got my thesis draft done.
Yeah!
I feel like the guy that is breaking the chains over the head, breaking the handcuffs.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm free.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That
No
was
longer
me
chained.
after 45 pages of writing. So.
Oh
yeah.
wow. Yeah, 45
It's
pages.
a lot of quotes and things. It's not actual 45 pages of straight.
No, but still, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Sounds boring.
A little boring.
That?
A little boring, but we do have some fun announcements here as well after we got off spring break. We got a new sponsor. It's Intel. Thank you, Intel, for sponsoring the Collegiate Core Strike League. The three starters, the champions of the CCL this season, will get 12th gen Intel Core i9 129,000K processors. These things are the best. I actually have them in my house right now, so I'll pull them out for next week's show. These things are no joke. And you guys too, of course. Yeah, don't worry about it. And if you don't place
let's go.
If you don't place the top one, don't worry about it, because the top 6 teams will get mouse pads, both an Artist Series mouse pad and an ARC RGB mouse pad. So thank you again to Intel for sponsoring us. And we've got a few more sponsors on the way here, so keep those dials locked to Twitter, Discord, whatever you want. We got some more coming for you. Don't worry about that. Biggest news so far this week, though, is that this week is the beginning of my religious observance, and that is March Madness. 68 of the best collegiate basketball teams facing off against one another. This is my favorite time of year. And we're going to talk a little bit about March Madness and specifically which historical,
Dylan is going to drag all of the rest of us along.
Yes, and you will like it. And you will like it.
over here, he's not breaking as fast. He's fast breaking. All right.
My God.
It's time to get ball time.
I like that, Vaughn.
That's good. That's good, Vaughn. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about some of the matchups coming up here. You know, you got your 1 seeds, UConn, Houston, Purdue, North Carolina. Some pretty good teams here. Some shockers as well. First time Stetson is in the tournament as well. Shout out to Stetson in Florida there. But a lot of people are, dishing out their takes. But I want to talk about some first round matchups that have some historical relevance in collegiate core strike. Let's talk a little bit about 3 matchups here. Mississippi State and Michigan State both had teams at one point. Mississippi State went to LAN and lost against Ole Miss in the Esports Egg Bowl 2022. And Michigan State is the home of Puffy FPS. So in that one, that's a first round matchup. Both MSUs. Who would win that one, guys? I think we all know what would happen,
lore.
But yeah, it's just Puffy lore. It's just Puffy lore.
Play?
Yes, I think.
I didn't even know he played.
In beta, yeah.
Like still though.
Oh.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
we're talking about. Oh,
like
I see.
historically,
My bad.
I'm gonna be honest.
Just clicked.
Yeah, when you quit, a top player can come back and if you watch NASA, the Fools were gonna make playoffs and PPL just subbed in Puffy and Puffy hasn't played a tournament once, and he introduced them to the back of his hand.
It was insane.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter if a top player is rusty, because I think in theory it'd be oh, they were unrusted. So
got 300 redirects and dips like a beast.
Yeah,
That's
there you
true.
go. Yeah, didn't the Puffy Angle make top 10 of Westcord rules rankings, 3Z?
He did. The Puffy Angle
made
top
it in.
10 of all time.
Yes, Syntax, can you pull up the Puffy Angle for us right now? Thank you.
And the angle here to get it into the goal line. Firewall sentry coming down, but it's a tough position if you are. Oh my goodness! Finds the angle.
Yeah.
Bang! Maybe a clip of the Puffy Angle.
Oh,
too, so you can
What?
find
What?
one.
No way!
Possible?
Oh my god!
It's the Puffy Angle screaming.
Puffy
I've
Angle,
never done
baby.
that.
We love the Puffy Angle. Let's talk about another matchup here. Pretty sure, yeah, Michigan State wins this one. I mean, Mississippi State had a decent lineup, but they just didn't really persist past then, so whatever, it's fine. Colorado State versus Texas. Colorado State and Texas both had and have core strike teams. I thought Texas wins this one. We just move on. The most compelling one, though, is NC State versus Texas Tech. And this matchup is interesting because Texas Tech was a decent squad this year in basketball, but NC State, one of the lower seeds in the ACC, won 5 straight games, 5 nights in a row, won the ACC championship, and clinched their ticket to March Madness. They're dancing. They're a hot team. NC State also had a very, very good lineup last year, making it all the way to the playoffs in the CCL. Texas Tech has been building up. So who would win this one historically?
Historically, Omega Strike was just NC State, right? Didn't they take top cut in the beta
Yes,
collegiate
they did
tournament?
take top 15, I want to say.
Dylan, as respectfully as possible, your teammate making it there.
That's totally fair. That's fair. That's fine.
My teammate making it there either, to be
Hey,
perfectly
yes, handshake.
clear.
Handshake that. Yes, absolutely. But, hey, it's the best time of the year. It's March Madness, and we got 2 more weeks until playoffs here. So it's going to be a lot of fun once we get into our championship in April. Yes, Vaughn, what's up?
Question: does anyone know if Washington State has any Omega Strikers players at them?
I don't
because
know.
they play against Drake, and that's my alma mater. So I would take 2
Let's see.
rookies and dog half the teams in this league.
Let's
so I was
see.
hoping that Washington State
Yes.
had a team.
Okay.
Oh,
Hold
they
on.
do.
You do?
They do?
Yes, I think they do. Yes, because I'm looking at the.
Let's bring this matchup up. Let's bring this up.
Yes,
Vaughn
yes.
And 2
Oh, no.
babes.
Vaughn and 2
Straight
babes,
from the
a little bit like
major.
Keen last season. Vaughn and 2 lobs versus Washington State. I think you have
Lots of lobs.
you got some work cut out for you there, Vaughn.
All right, let me find.
It did not go very well for Leo Leon. Just
It
so
did
you
not,
know.
map
no.
information.
Yeah,
sheet.
but
All right,
the
hold
difference
on.
is that Brawler's a weak role and Juno Goalie's a strong role.
To confirm,
that's
Washington
I
State
can
Washington
just go
State
on.
does not have a
Yeah.
core strike team right now, but they have had ones historically. However, we can substitute them as Oregon State. Esports
we
at
can?
OSU. Because hey, they're both in the
because
Pac-12.
both states suck. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's the Pacific Northwest. It's not that bad. It's
Wait,
not that bad.
Who's
Both
on that team? I have the
Washington and
thing.
Oregon hate each other. That's
I
not the
can't-
same rivalry, but they don't. That's
What's their
rivalry.
roster? I have the sheet up. I can't.
Yeah,
find them.
Esports at OSU. We can use that one.
Oh.
No. Washington State.
They aren't a core
strike
CCL team. They had one in the past, but they don't have one
Esports
now.
at OSU. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be a little tough.
Okay.
They got 2 challengers and a diamond. I'll give them a game.
Okay, you'll give them a game. All right. All right. I do like that. I mean, some other historical teams as well. Kennesaw State, Illini Esports of Illinois. George Mason made it a few years back. They are not in it this year. GCU Esports as well made it in. And there's actually a decent amount of teams in from CCL this year in March Madness this year. Auburn is number 4 in the East bracket. In the South bracket, that has the most teams, the most schools in it, with Houston, Texas Tech, and Colorado Boulder. In the Midwest, it's just Texas, just Longhorn Gaming, and then GCU and Baylor in the West. So either way, it's going to be a lot of fun this week here. But hey, I'm going to be watching in North Carolina. I'm going to be watching North Carolina. I'm going to the Black and Gold Blitz. So check that out. Yes, we're gonna be watching Core Strike. All right. Well, I'll have 2 monitors up. Don't worry about that. We'll figure.
Yeah, we've all seen your setup. You've got plenty of monitors to go around.
I've got 5 monitors. Why do I have?
Yeah,
that
that's
much?
a lot.
Command
That's a lot.
Command
That's a lot of
Central.
monitors.
Oh yeah, too many monitors. Well, one thing we do need to monitor are these picks. We need to get right into
Call
the
it the
match
Red
picks
Bull
here.
Gaming Station.
Sorry.
We call it the Red Bull Gaming Power Station. What we're gonna call it. Something with
Yeah,
Red
maybe
Bull
after
Gaming.
after he gets a personal Red Bull sponsorship.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Yeah,
Just
it'll be
wait,
the
Yeah,
Red
that's
Bull.
not the only thing.
The
Sorry.
Red Bull Core Center.
Jordan OS board.
I'm done.
Sorry,
I'm
I
so
didn't
done.
I
like
cannot.
this,
I am
Sorry,
so
can't,
done.
I can't.
What? Oh my God, the surplus lord.
Hey,
is
Syntax,
crazy.
bleep that out. Bleep that out,
Don't
Syntax.
bleep that out.
And bleep out before and after too, so they
Yeah, just
actually
cut it
can't
out.
figure out.
Just
yeah,
cut it out. Just cut
just
that one
start
out.
going
I'm sorry.
blur.
My fault.
That hit me.
Cut.
That hit me like,
Hey, that
like
that
a
one was
brick,
for
dude.
Syntax.
That one was for Syntax. That one was for Syntax.
Hey, my fault.
That would hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh my God, K-Bot doesn't even know. K-Bot doesn't even know.
I still don't know. You all didn't tell me last week.
Stay on afterwards, and I'll tell you the Red Bull story. All right, we'll tell you the Red Bull story. Let's get into it. Let's get into it here. Rutgers Black versus Esports at OSU. Both teams are decent, not bad. Probably will make playoffs this year. It is a big situation for both of them. Who takes this one, guys?
Esports at OSU didn't let me down last week. I picked them. You all were doubters. Helped me get perfect last week. How about that? Wait, right? I got perfect. I'm not.
You did go perfect. We went 6-0. Actually, yeah, I forgot. Syntax, flash up the graphic.
Talk about that at all.
Flash up the graphic, because the
Give me my
graphic
moment
here.
of glory.
Yes, in the moment of glory here, K-Bot went perfect. 6 for 6. Borg went 5-1 though, getting back to 500. Last week went 5-1 and 5. This week went 5-1, and then Vaughn went 4-2, and me and 3Z went 5-1. An overall pretty good week for us predictions wise. We'll see if things change this week, because a lot of the top seeds are starting to fight each other here at the top. All right, let's just restart that. Rutgers Black Esports at OSU. K-Bot.
So, Esports at OSU didn't let me down last week. They were very kind in terms of sending a Valentine's Day card to us right after our match, after a week after Valentine's Day. And it would make me look good, make me look better if Esports at OSU kept picking up more wins, and that's why I'm going to pick Rutgers Black. They still seem like the better team. So sorry, gang. I'm going to have to go Rutgers Black. I had them in my top 10. I had Rutgers Black in my top 10 at the beginning of the season, I think. So I'm going to stick with them here.
Damn. All right, Vaughn, what do you think here?
Yeah, I'm gonna double down. If there is a roster with 3 players I've seen in my solo queue games, I'm probably gonna vote them every time. I think they have arguably top 10 players in multiple positions. I think they're really good. I don't see a word. Well, actually, wait. I haven't caught most of their games. Does Sir Panda still play, or do they use Rhea? I feel like I saw
He
him
plays.
play.
Sir Panda plays. Yeah, Sir Panda does.
Okay.
I played against them. They look good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be a respectful sweep from Rutgers to scout the broom. It's a 2-0.
I will say though, I've seen OSU 3 stacking on ladder. So
OSU, is that the team I said they'd take a game? Names AH, Peanut
Yeah,
and Strat.
yeah.
All right, they'll take a game here too, but I'll give them some respect for the grind. But it's a Rutgers Esports Black sweep.
All right, Rutgers Esports Black
Or
sweep
2-1.
here. Borg, a 2-1. Okay, I like that. All right. Borg, what are your thoughts?
So now that I'm back to 50%, I got to be a little bit more tactical now. Can't get all of them right. So I do think Rutgers Black, big fan of them. Voted for them every time. So I do think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a sweep. I don't think esports at OSU is even taking a game, actually. Fame Time the GOAT's got this. So yeah, I'm going to be voting for esports at OSU here, though, with all that being said.
Okay, so you are going with esports at OSU here.
Yeah, I'm going with them. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Okay, cool. Gotcha there. Threezy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow the rest of the desk. Borg got his own thing going on. You know how it is. I'm going Rutgers Esports Black on this one. I was pretty impressed with them when I played against them. Fame Time's been grinding the ladder. They all have been hitting the Qs, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Rutgers.
All right, Rutgers, and I'm just gonna have to agree with the desk here mainly because Rutgers Black, they look good. I mean, they did get a few upsets here and there in this past season, but it has gotten upset in the past as well. But I think as of right now, they are just gearing up to get into clinching a all-out playoff spot once they hit 5 wins later on in the season. So I think that they have the best shot to do that. They get the win here over esports at OSU. Next up here, Texas State versus Elon. It's crunch time for both these schools. Texas State has been on the come up since falling out of their first few games of the season. Elon was sort of on top there, and both these teams have now met at the middle. Both these teams need wins now to get into either playoffs or play-ins. The route is still open, but which team will advance? K-Bot, what do you think?
Dylan, you and I were both talking about Texas State last week in terms of teams we've got our eyes on to make it. I think Texas State's momentum's going to continue, and here's the point of evidence to back it up. The York Spartan Strikers beat Elon, and Texas State beat York. So there you go, transitive property. Give me the Bobcats.
I like that, K-Bot. Good analysis.
That is some very good analysis, K-Bot. I do like that. Vaughn, do you have anything to add there, analysis-wise?
Yeah, I mean, this guy just showed us up by actually double-checking results. That was crazy. This guy's doing his job over here. Well, okay, as the famous coffee pasta goes, you can keep your stats. I prefer the magic. That, of course, referring to Lucky, the melee wizard. So I will be going the reverse. It's an Elon gaming win. I think the great Austini's going to pull some of that supposed magic out of his hat. That's such a grandiose username. Maybe your magician Rasmus login even to match. But chatting aside, I'm always down with the fact that a team can have like an off week or bounce back. Like you can lose to anyone, and these players are close enough in skill that I'm kind of down. I'm just feeling like it's Elon this week, and I wanted to say something that wasn't the same thing as K-Bot. So just wanted to be contrarian there. Average internet experience. Let's go with Elon University.
All right, we're tied here. It's Phoenixes versus Scarlet Knights. What do you take here, Borg?
Oh.
This one's a bit pretty hard, right? Both teams pretty evenly matched on the core strike field. Literally the core strike. Looking at the core strikes, it's very evenly matched here. But I think, as Vaughn said, the great Austini, one guy that I actually do know, one name that I do recognize, I think will carry me through this, right? So I think I'm just gonna have to go with Elon, and not only that, but they're also from the East. So salutes.
Sure.
You'll get the dub. Get the dub for us.
All right, 2 Elons, 1 Rutgers Black. Rutgers is also from the East. They're in New
Rutgers.
Jersey.
Hang on. The Texas
What are you talking
State,
about? We're talking about Texas State.
Oh, you're going with Texas State. Okay, my bad.
No, wait.
Elon
What are you
versus
going
Texas
with?
State is the match.
said Rutgers.
No,
Why'd you say
said
Rutgers?
Why did I say Rutgers?
You also said Scarlet Knights earlier, which had me confused because I looked up the
Get
match
on your
of
game.
Texas State, and it's the
Go chug a G
Bobcats.
Fuel.
Yes,
You
you're
should
right.
know that, Dylan.
You're right. Yes, I should know that. That is actually my bad. I was still having
Ridiculous.
RB on the brain.
Ridiculous.
Whichever one you pick. So,
Okay.
my
Scare
bad.
all of us.
I'm scaring everybody here. You're still going with Elon. There we go.
I'm going
Over
with Elon.
the Texas State Bobcats.
I'm
All
going-
right.
I'm going with Elon.
There we go. All right, Threezy, what are your thoughts?
Who are the Scarlet Knights? Out of curiosity.
That is Rutgers.
Rutgers.
That is Rutgers.
They're Melania's homies.
I see. I'm gonna go with Texas State here because because I know that Key Jacob is a beast in the net, and Ozzy as well. Nice claps. These guys have been together since last season. I've seen some good games out of them against tougher opponents, so I think they're going to take this one. Shout out to great Ostini, though. I actually coached him, and he's a really solid player, so looking forward to this one.
There we go. Yes, and I'm also going to have to agree with Threezy here. Texas State takes this one. They've just been hard grinding. They got a really, really bad Q matchup with the Swiss bracket and the way how it is at the moment. I have full determination that they're going to make it into at least play-ins. They got 4-4 last year.
Here.
They got, I know, right? They got into
the Texas team. Shocking development here.
They got into 4-4 last year.
Coming?
They can do it again, and
That's
at
facts.
least here they can make it into play-ins and have a spot in the playoffs because 3 teams from play-ins make it into playoffs. So I still think that they can have a shot here, and they need to start winning now. They need to start winning now. I was talking with Jacob, and Jacob says, hey, we got to start winning now. And so I'm just preaching to the choir here. I mean, that's pretty much.
Do they have to start winning now, or do they have to start winning next week?
They have to start winning now because next week they can have a buffer loss here as well. But they have the 3 losses right now.
I was trying to be funny because you said they have to start winning now.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I got you.
My bad.
Hey,
Anyway.
we don't pay you to be funny.
No,
Let's
how
make
real
sure we
bad.
all stay in our assigned lanes here.
Stay in our
thank
lanes a
you.
little bit, okay?
Yeah, you
All
pay
right.
me to apply the transitive property.
I pay you to actually look at the doc before you talk.
He's doing his job. He's doing his job, He's doing
Breezy and Vaughn are
his
the
job.
funny ones here. I'm
Breezy and
here.
Vaughn.
I don't have a shirt on.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Doodler. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Doodler.
Like you are the goofball.
That is like
All
the,
right.
the most watched clip so far of the pre-show. We need to be more funny, guys. So
What
at
is the
least
most
K-Bot's
watched
bringing
for
it
the
up.
pre-show?
Yeah,
Noodling.
you're talking about noodling.
Noodling.
Borg.
I've
Oh,
got
was
to
it-
be
was it that
sillier.
one?
The Catfish College Girls one.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one. It was really good.
Sorry, it's hard to be silly when once again we're getting dragged along through March Madness, whatever.
I'm
the hell.
sorry, okay?
Yo.
I'm sorry. I
I'm
love
fast
it.
break.
I love it.
There's
I'm
nothing
fast-breaking.
silly about basketball.
Nothing
Hey.
silly at all.
All right.
All.
K-Bot, if you're so smart, what's Juno's secondary called?
Ooh.
I actually
Yeah, my
don't
my
know
goalie
that
would
one.
get this
knew
right.
it. Ah.
Of course
Lob
you know it. You
bounce.
play the character.
Okay, you'd be surprised how many people don't know.
I actually knew that
Yeah,
one.
Okay.
I just
but
said
you
it. I
play
didn't know
the
it.
character
I
and
didn't
you
play the
study the
character.
game like no one else. So
That's facts.
You're in the.
Damn, he just killed you with kindness, Vaughn.
Indubitably, it's true.
yeah.
Hey, what do you mean by
Yo!
that? What was that supposed to mean?
Yeah. Why
Because
are
I
they
put on my
making
Look at the
glasses.
glasses.
Gordo
What's wrong with
ass.
Yeah, the
those?
glasses.
What's wrong with those?
If anything, it shows that I'm applying a higher intellect. It's a compliment.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
cool.
got you, buddy.
There we go.
Here, let me fix that real quick. All right, we're good
Okay.
now.
There we
no,
go.
we're good. We're so chill. We're
Yeah,
so
I'm not paid here for my intellect. Let's just get that straight.
That's true.
Get that straight.
Now shut
Get
up
that
and look
straight.
pretty.
Look, all
I
right.
cannot see.
You put your glasses back
Hey,
on.
what's next on the list? I cannot see what's next on the list.
Let me
Can
tell
Yeah,
you.
you-
Let me
You're
tell
more
you.
sweating over
trivia.
there.
Let me tell you. Wake Forest versus UCF Rods. Wake Forest hosting their land this weekend. However, they have not had the best start to the season. They need to start winning and keep winning.
That's fact.
So Wake Forest, UCF. Who are you taking here? And this is also UCF's B team as well. So K-Bot, what are your thoughts?
I've gotten word that Apalmi is back in, has been playing pretty
Whoa.
well. Give me Wake Forest.
Whoa.
That's
He's
a big
returned.
What?
That
Is
is a
that-
big development.
Ah, I didn't know that.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
It's
real.
like a season-saving development right there that just got dropped on my
Rest in
head.
peace,
Yeah,
the
because-
Wake
Hey.
Forest Donkey Kong butt
Because
era.
brawlers get it done.
Oh,
A
there's
moment
Apalmi
of
is a
silence
brawler.
for Donkey Kong butt.
See, if Donkey Kong Butt
you.
played a brawler, he'd get it done. But he
Good
played
facts.
Vice for some reason. I don't know why.
Speaking of getting it done, Vaughn.
Hmm?
Vaughn, who
Yeah.
you pick?
Oh, I see. Yeah, honestly, I'm all aboard the hype train for Palmi's grand return. I like that guy. I also like playing against him when he was in NASL. He was able to spend more time with the game. I'm a Palmi fan, A squad. So I'm also down. I'm down to throw out the logic, the stats, the facts. I'm a Magic guy this week. Call me Orlando Bloom. So I'm down. A Palmi, get the dub for me. That's all that needs to be said about that.
2 picks for the Demon Deacons, Borg.
Yeah. So here's the thing: is that as much as a Palmy will win, and I know that they will win, right? I'm trying to decide right now. Do I yap this one or the next one? That's the hard part. That's what I was looking at.
Both, baby.
I'll yap now.
yap.
I think they're gonna lose because Donkey Kong Butt was finally getting in his groove, finally figuring out what's going on. You know, the team was rallying behind him, and then a Palmy comes in and just steals the show. What's that about? I mean, I don't really get what that's about. You move over to the West, and then you come back and expect to just, you know, be a starter again. Whoa, cool. Yeah, just for that reason, I'm going to vote against Wake Forest here. I don't know what the other team is, but take them.
So UCF Rods. All right, cool.
Yeah, the Rods. Yeah, sure.
The Rods. 3Z. What are your thoughts? Look on 3Z's face after that is
I don't
fucking
know how
hilarious.
he follows this guy up every time. Like,
I mean,
do you need some help? Do you need like a starter?
By the way,
I'm great.
Okay.
I believe in a Palmy. I think he's the GOAT. I've always been a big fan of Wake Forest. Played them last season. They were a really good team. I'm psyched that a Palmy's back now because it means there's just another team in the mix that can make some noise. So I think they're going to take this one. Shout out to the Rods, though. There's no slouch, but I think Wake Forest is just a higher caliber team, especially with the Palmy back.
And yes, I'm going to have to agree with 3Z. 3 straight agrees with 3Z for me, especially because they are hosting a LAN this weekend. They're going to get some LAN experience against the likes of SLU, GMU, York College of Pennsylvania. They're coming down for this. It's going to be a lot of fun to see all the collegiate folks, both in North Carolina, and what competition that they'll have up against them here outside of the match against UCF. It's going to be a fun one. It's a little bit more of a southern matchup, southeast matchup, but give me Wake Forest in this game here. And hopefully we have another team in the mix because it's getting a little boring seeing like 5-6 teams just always winning. So, you know, we need more blood. We need more blood at the top so that 3Z.
Did we get K-Bot's prediction?
We
on
did.
that one?
Yeah, Wake Forest.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay. I just
We're all off our game today. We're all off.
Yeah.
I
our
would say, and sir, if you feel like
speak
that,
for
do
yourselves. Speak
not
for
watch
yourselves.
NISL if you feel that way.
Okay, good.
Collegiate is the exciting part, honestly.
There we go. There we go. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear.
I think you're a little biased, maybe.
I mean,
think
biased
it's
towards
best in general.
demons.
NASL. I mean, NASL is exciting sometimes.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
exciting.
Yeah, but you're never wondering who's gonna win.
Well, set 5.5. I'm gonna.
Until LC proves you wrong again.
Yeah.
and
For
again,
collegiate,
and again.
people, I'm not even talking about my team. Demons are also not lost the best of 3 to a team in an S tier other than us in the history of their roster. That's what I'm talking about. That
True.
team is just
Yeah.
Kinda
so much
okay.
better than everyone. So at least in collegiate, there's like 5 or 6 teams. It's like I feel like SLU checks GMU, like GMU checks another team, like Lakeland checks like SLU. There's this like fun loop-de-loop.
Fun
So
little
I
circle
like
suck.
that.
Shout out
It's
to
true. It is
Penn
more competitive at the tippy top. Yeah.
It's a lot more fun to compete for the crown that way, right? So
Yeah.
either way, these two teams probably aren't going to be competing for the crown, but we love them nonetheless. Stockton versus Ole Miss here. Both teams are on the middle of the pack here and could get into play-ins or playoffs with enough wins. K-Bot, what are your thoughts?
I actually played my first couple games of practice not too long ago on Monday with some in-houses. I actually queued up for in-houses. Whoa, in the collegiate server. Imagine that. Me playing
Am I
the
allowed to
game.
do that?
Yeah,
or is
you're
it just collegiate players?
Actually, I don't know.
They have in-houses?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we've
Trying
got
to get in the
in-houses.
in-houses right now.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
we've got
in
in-houses.
the-
Somebody
it's
held
in
it
the
down
CCL
to play.
server.
Yo,
This server
yo,
is linked in the CCL server.
It is, yeah. You
yeah,
guys
but
just
that
go
doesn't mean
in
I
there.
should be allowed to play in the in-houses. I'm just trying to figure out what the vibe with that be. Yo, someone in
I would
chat,
ask,
if I'm watching this and I see enough yeses, I'll just hop in the queues.
Yeah,
if you
just
guys
ask
protect
right
me, it's don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. You know what? Let's
Join
get one
the
going right
server,
now.
Vaughn. All right, we're doing a joining server cam here on Vaughn.
Where
Where's
is the
link?
server?
Where's the link?
It's the
It's
link
in the-
is in CCL. It is in
CCL server.
yeah. It's
Which
at in-house
It's on
server
its own
link.
channel, no?
I can't
In-house
invite
server
you.
link.
I mean, they made it so our perms are super niche. I
Hold
only
on,
see like
hold
two
on,
things.
hold on. I got you, Vaughn. Just a
I
moment.
used to be in the server, but I left it because I never interacted.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Oh, I
well,
see
not
it.
the server, but the
Maybe,
streams.
yo, live part of the
Oh,
talk
this
show
got
is
made
getting
recently. This got
getting
made
an
last
in-house
month.
going right
We're
now.
getting in-houses. There we go. We're gonna play some in-houses after this.
Oh,
Oh, are
it's
they
its
playing?
own
Oh, there's
server.
one going
they're
now.
playing.
Oh yeah, they are
wait,
playing.
that's
crazy.
I'm
Oh wait,
queuing
EP
up.
Hall is playing CS:GO.
Are you queued up now?
I'm
They're
queuing
playing
up.
CS. Let's go,
Let's
ET. Come on, ET.
Let's
You got
just-
a big match this week. Come on.
Okay, let's just see if they let me.
Holy
okay,
shit.
keep going.
All right, we're gonna. Anyway, Kbot, what is your pick?
They've been going for hours, by the way. I was in the group that started that. The goalie I was going up against
I got
was
this.
Alonzo. I'm a plat brawler, so good. I don't know if I could actually skill check someone, but Alonzo was holding it down pretty well. I have faith in Alonzo at least. Give me Ole Miss here instead of Stockton.
Ole Miss. I do like that pick there, Kbot. Vaughn, you're in a fact-finding mission right now.
No, hold on, I'm just going incognito. There's no.
Wait,
come
I
back
saw
with me.
it.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way.
Come back to me,
Identity
come-
theft is not a joke, Jim.
Oh my
Wait, I
god.
have one too. I got a good one too.
Oh
Go
no!
on, go on.
Oh,
Trademark,
my
no, we love you,
gosh.
bro. Please.
Oh no.
Oh great. Oh great. Oh my god.
Level being documented right now and currently being published.
This is being documented, just not the actual server part. But yeah, this is.
Oh wait, Leon 500 is after the key.
Wait, why is Leo Leon in here?
Whoa.
You laugh, but Leo Leon, I think, is like 10-0 in in-houses than is at the
Yeah,
top.
that's definitely.
Exactly.
Leo
Yeah.
Leon himself joined.
That'll be
It's
11
Leo
now.
Leon. Soren was at the top, and then Leo Leon humbled him. Gave him some of that Culver's, bro.
All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Ole Miss versus
Oh,
Stockton.
it's Stockton. Oh, it's Stockton.
Ole Miss
I already
versus
remember this.
Stockton.
It's
Oh, yeah, you
Stockton.
like
I always
Stockton.
vote every time for the Acorn Garbanzo duo. I think you can check maybe every week if these teams ever come up, and I always vote for them because those guys. Hey, Acorn is a Dubu torture. So I always will vote for Acorn to win. So I'm biased. I don't care. It's about the heart today. So it's an Acorn sweep.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Borg. What
It's
are
a
you thinking?
Garbanzo sweep. I'm just gonna
Garbanzo.
say it. I mean, they didn't win last week, but I think they got a chip on their shoulder. I think they're gonna win this week. They need to win this week because I trolled my last pick on purpose, so they need to win this week. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, we don't want another 1-5 or even worse, an 0-6 coming to hit you, Borg.
Yeah, that would never happen.
That would never happen, though. That would never happen.
That would never happen.
Surely
I
not.
mean, here's what was left unsaid by Kbot. Once again, that one guy having 0 games of ranked on their core strike, and everyone else in this lobby has quite a few. So, I don't know. It's gonna be hard for Stockton to win, even with their Charlie duo. I don't know. You need 3 pieces of the puzzle, and if you don't have all 3, you can't make the triangle. So, I'm gonna go with Ole Miss here, despite Acorn and Garbanzo, the goats.
Yeah, I mean, I love Acorn, I love Garbanzo as much as the next guy, but give me Ole Miss here. Yachty has been doing a great job steering the ship, doing the best that they can to support not just his first team, but the second team as well. Both these teams, despite not doing as well as they had hoped preseason, could make a push into potentially talking points for playoffs. They're always scrimming. They're always asking people to play with each other. I believe Texas Tech is going to be scrimming them very soon here this week. So these guys are always grinding, and I just don't see that out of Stockton. And what you need to do is play the game. Playing the game is the only way to win. So if Stockton does that, they could probably pull themselves out, maybe get into a 4-4 position. But as of right now, Ole Miss is going to win this matchup. Sharks overpower Birds anyway.
Vaughn's line.
Sorry?
You still Vaughn's line there.
What was my line?
Don't see him in the queues.
No,
Hey, don't see him in the queues.
Don't see him in the
That's
queues.
true.
It's not just the queues either. You don't have to be in the queues. You could be scrimming. You could be doing in-houses. You just need to play the game. But at the same time, yes, the valid point there from 3Z that we need to see them in the queues. We need to see these guys playing the game, at least on a higher level, or at least through rank to get a bit better. All right. Perfect there. Ole Miss, two Stockton, 3 Ole Miss. We're getting closer and closer each week. It's almost like a coin flip. This one's
It's almost like the way Swiss work.
It's almost like the way Swiss works. And look, this matchup is not to slouch at here. GMU versus NJIT. 2 of the best teams in the league right now facing off against one another. What do you think, Kbot?
In-houses lore part 2 from Monday. NJI2 was formed where I'm the forward, Beery begs the midfield, and Storm's the goalie. And I think NJI2 beats GMU, but NJIT1 does not. Give me GMU here. No, in all seriousness, GMU has looked incredibly strong this season. I have no doubt that they'll be competing for a podium slot towards the end of this thing, and I think they're going to continue their momentum here.
All right, Vaughn.
Yeah, I mean, I think GMU is the team that always has the most interesting matches, whether it's they're getting KO'd 50,000 times and still win, or they're upsetting Lakeland last playoffs. I always like watching GMU. I also like all their players. I really appreciate how they always play what they like. I think that's really cool. So I always vote GMU too. Like, it's very rare that I think that GMU will lose. So I'm still a GMU believer. I think they got their one loss and they're down to lock it down the rest of the time. I'll just predict it now. They're not losing the rest of the season. It doesn't matter who they play.
Wow. Okay, Borg. Last week you did not pick GMU, but that helped you get to that 5-1 record. Are you going to go back on that today?
No, I feel really bad about not voting for GMU. I kind of, took my record over the boys, and I feel really bad about it. So I'm gonna have to vote GMU this week because I do still believe in them. I think, maybe if I voted them last week, they would have won, and I felt bad. You know what I mean? So it's all right. I think they'll come back. They'll get into playoffs. Not a strong performance, and kind of hopefully I can make up for my transgressions from last week.
Amen.
Father Borg.
Father Borg. Amen. 3Z, what are your thoughts?
This is gonna be a good game. I've been really impressed with NJIT this season. They really matched up well against Lakeland in previous week. Also been really impressed with GMU. They've shown a lot of resilience. We've scrimmed them. They're figuring stuff out. I think they're just like a cut below like the top teams, but they just beat like UTD. So they show that they can perform any week. So I'm going to give them the edge here, just as the more experienced kind of meshed roster. But don't count out Miri Meg. Any Pro League brawler can get it done at any time. So this is going to be a good game.
This is going to be a very good game. NJIT has been near the precipice. At the top of the CCL, there are three teams that are always consistently good. You've got GMU, SLU, UCLA. And you've got the teams that can sort of go every so often every week. UTD Meteorites, your your Coug Esports, and your NJITs. And this team, from that mid group here in the top 6 and from the top groups, they can go back and forth and cause some upsets, cause some drama, cause some fun stuff to happen. I still think GMU takes this one. It's a GMU desk sweep. However, do not count out NJIT, whatever you do. They could cause some noise here in late March and cause some very interesting predicaments coming into the postseason. All right, there we go. And finally, we've got a big matchup. It is the top 3 rematch, SLU versus Lakeland Catfish. These guys went all the way through the lower bracket last season. SLU unfortunately falls to 3rd place. Lakeland went on to win the entire thing. They're looking to change that now. SLU also has the crown, and heavy is the crown because they're looking to get the first ever perfect 8-0 season, coming off of last year's UTD season where UCLA played spoiler week 8, shoved them to a 7-1 record. So, K-Bot, who do you think takes this one, the Billikens or the Catfish?
I have been a Lakeland believer for most of this season so far. I've continued to say that it's hard to count them out in any circumstance. And I don't think this is any different. However, SLU has looked dominant so far this season. I keep saying that I don't see Lakeland being a 2-loss team yet. I think they're going to be a 2-loss team after this week. Give me SLU here. And it's going to be real weird seeing Lakeland with 2 losses heading into playoffs at a lower seed. But that's going to be what it's going to have to be. You got the worst of the draw here, I think.
Vaughn.
Yeah, so I have to start by saying I know that SLU has beaten Lakeland like every time they've played for so long now. But who saw Snorin versus Snoro in the Ego Check, baby? We all know who the best dueling collegiate is now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we know. I don't care about the stats. I prefer the magic. I'm so down for SLU. to go undefeated, be the first team in history. All it took was them not having their dog meat coach to improve finally. So
Don't talk about yourself like that.
I'm so down for a slew sweep. I would love nothing more to see them succeed. I think Coin has been making an extremely solid MVP caliber performance this season for them. That guy really performs, like really performs. And not to say that Zoro and Trademark aren't playing well, but it's unusual to see on like a well-balanced team like the Brawler being such like a driving force. So I really wanted to make sure I shouted him out because he's I think out of almost any of the top teams, I don't really think he's as mentioned as much for like most improved because other players come to mind like maybe like Water Fury or like Riles for example, but I think this Coin guy from the start of CCL Season 1 and now has gotten a lot better. So I'm down to vote for Slew as well.
2 slews. Borg, I know, I'm pretty sure the entire chat knows exactly what you're about to say here. Okay, that's all.
Hey, put up my vote. That's all I'm going to say. Put up my vote.
Oh, yeah.
We all know there. 3Z.
I mean, yeah.
Same thing?
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing?
Hey, the original.
Hey.
Sorry.
Slew.
You didn't need
It's
that.
Slew.
It's Slew.
It's Slew.
It's Slew. There you
Yep.
go.
Zor's the goat.
Zor's the goat.
The ego's been checked. Yeah,
The
it's
ego
just
has been checked.
it's just that simple.
Yeah, after another grueling 3.5 hour ordeal.
Let's be
We'll
clear.
learn how to do it at one
Ego
point.
check is not a very real format for differentiating the skill between two players of equal or similar skill rating, but let's just say that Zoro's a beast, and I believe in Slew.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Coin
Except
is a
this one.
beast. Coin is a
This one-
beast as well. Coin's putting the league on notice this season.
My
Let's just
question
say that.
here is that why didn't we just ego check both the teams? Just do
That's
SLU
not
versus
how it
Lakeland.
works.
It's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
You could still.
I'd be
hope
down.
to
It
do
probably
that.
would have been more exciting at least.
Yeah. You
I'll
know.
say that
Well,
much.
that'll
Took
be
so
this.
long.
That's this match. Hello? That's just
Yeah, and
this
I'm ready.
match.
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it as well because I think, look, SLU takes this one. They've been so dominant. They have looked back at their last season and improved so much. However, Trademark keeps saying that he's going to forfeit this match and get the first loss of the season. And if he does that, I'm going to be very upset when I see him in North Carolina. We're all rooming together. So sorry, Soren. I'm not sleeping in the same bed as you for another LAN. So sorry. That really stinks. But hey, that's fine. That's okay. We'll figure something out in the future. That'll do it here, though. An SLU and a GMU sweep followed by odd picks from Borg. But hey, I think it'll work out. I think Borg might go perfect this week. What do you guys think?
Perfect in terms of 6-0 or perfect in terms of 3-3 because those are two very
Perfect in
different things.
Very
terms
different.
of 6
Very
and 0. I'm gonna say it. I'm brave enough to say it. He goes.
You think
perfect.
that Borg will have trolled his predictions in his goal to get?
I'd never do that.
He would,
to
yeah,
go
that.
perfect.
I
No,
might
he
have
would
done
not-
an investigation
Yeah,
into this guy's
yeah,
predictions.
that's facts.
I would never do that.
Oh,
The sanctity of the predictions has been breached.
Very true.
I guess. I don't know. Borg is just offering coaching to the other team so that you can get the other pick right or wrong, depending on whichever
Hey.
one. You never know.
Might have to
I
be
mean,
returned.
The guy did look like Neo a second ago when he put on
Did.
the
I
FUD.
was
He
gonna
did.
say that
He
actually.
did.
I was
yeah.
gonna. Okay, thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
Yeah.
correct,
Now
K-Bot.
that you
Yes,
mention
valid.
it, yes.
Yes.
Look at
I
him
would
go.
had the same thought as soon as he
cannot see a
showed
thing
up
out
with
of
those
these, by the way.
goggles on.
You cannot
Look at him
see
go.
a thing out of these.
I mean, he looks pretty fly, but
I mean, you cannot see a
Mr.
thing out of these.
Anderson. Can you say that? Can you say Mr. Anderson?
No.
Hey, I got that. I got that reference,
There
buddy.
you go. There you go. All right, well, that'll do it here for us at CCL Game Day. Stay tuned for some awesome matches coming up here on Striker Central. And we'll see you guys next week. Playoffs are coming up, so stay connected. Stay in tune with all these matches. You're not going to want to miss them. We'll catch y'all later. Have a great night. Adios.